In this video, I'm going to be discussing some drills and tips to improve your hand speed and reaction time. These first set of drills are going to be isolation drills using some sort of weight or resistance to increase your hand speed. During these drills, I'm not so much focusing on technique, but more so just striking as fast as I can. This doesn't mean that I let all my technique fall apart. You'll see that I still have a slight turn in my hips with each strike. This first drill you'll see is weighted punches. I do 4 sets of 20 each arm with a 3-pound weight. It's important to start off slow when you're doing this exercise and then building up your speed as you progress and get used to the drill. The next drill that I like to do is resistance band punches. Again, 4 sets of 20 each arm. Take a resistance band, you simply put it around your back, hook your thumbs through the band, and create a fist. Again, just like the weighted punches, start off slow, build up your speed as you get used to the exercise. Uh, Once you get used to them and are comfortable, you should strike it to full extension, then return to the starting position as fast as you can with every strike. This is just a very simple drill that you can do anywhere. It's just you're pushing off the ground as hard and fast as you can, and it just builds that explosiveness with your arm movement. The next thing you can do is do pel work and practice with heavier weapons. Just like boxing, practicing with heavier tools will naturally allow you to strike faster when you become less encumbered. It is standard practice to spar with heavier gloves in boxing to increase your hand speed. The sword that I'm pelling with here is roughly 5 pounds, I believe. Most of the weight is towards the center and down to the hilt. I would never actually use this in practice or a real fight, but for pelling, it's a great way to build on speed and endurance. That being said, during practices, I will use a slightly heavier sword. Don't be afraid to use heavier sticks than you normally would out of practice. Remember, it is practice. Practices aren't for winning, they're for getting better. Next, we're going to move on to reaction speed. What you see me using here is a product called Blaze Pods. It's purely physical reaction speed. You see the light, you hit it, there's no thinking required. I have it set to randomized speeds from 1 to 3 seconds. At the end of the session, the app on my phone will give me a readout of every strike, what my reaction speed was for each strike, and the average speed across the entire session. Pretty valuable tool. One thing to note with these is that you do have to use foam weapons. I have a foam baton in my hand for single hand, and I made a boffer polearm so that I can drill this with my polearm as well. The pods are made of plastic, and if you were to use rattan, there's a high likelihood of them cracking. This next drill is awareness training videos with numbers and colors. 3 colors, 3 numbers. This is a reaction drill that requires some thinking with randomization. The video will change between the 3 colors and the 3 numbers for 9 total possibilities. The color will correspond to the location on the pel, and then number is the type of shot. So for me, I have my offside is 1, my flat snap is 2, and a wrap is 3. And then you'll see I have 3 different colors taped around my pel. This type of training will not only increase your physical reaction speed, but it's also your ability to process information quickly as you do have to think. And I will post a link in the description of the video for the exact video that I'm using. The last thing is something that I call perceived speed. This comes with experience, learning it and understanding the probabilities and logic of a fight, learning your opponent's style, watching their body language, how do they react to your movement, etc. By understanding these things and being able to visually see the things before they unfold, you can make essentially an educated guess on where to throw your next blow or combination of blows. Remember, action is always faster than reaction. So if you combine the two, in a sense, to where it appears that you're reacting, but in reality, you are acting on what you have learned about your opponent. It's going to appear as if your reaction speed is that much faster, even though your hand isn't moving any faster. Another piece of this is going to be timing, knowing when to start your shot and have it connect and when it needs to. But timing can be a whole other video in itself.